Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luke Monster, and this is my review of the Star Wars The Black Series Grand Inquisitor. Now this is actually a part of Black Series Wave 35, and this wave isn't supposed to release until 2023, which means I actually have it quite a bit early, which is really awesome. And because of that, we actually do have all of the reviews going up on the channel, so make sure to go check out those reviews. They'll be pinned in the card or linked in the description if you do want to go check them out. Or, of course, you can just go ahead and click on my channel and see them that way. But make sure to go check out all the other reviews. And if you are new to the channel, we are actually doing a giveaway at 8,500 subscribers. We're giving away this clone, Captain Rex. It is sealed and ready to ship once we hit 8,500 subs. All you have to do is make sure you're subbed to the channel. And then once we hit 8,500 subs, I'll release a giveaway video. All you have to do is comment on that giveaway video to enter. And then I'll just pick a random comment to win. So yeah, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out. It also really helps me a lot on the channel, and I do really appreciate it. Anyway, taking a look at this figure is a part of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which means it does have that like lightish blue purple color as the box color, and I think it looks really good. Flipping it over to the side, we do have this amazing artwork of the Grand Inquisitor. I love how this came out, and I really love how prominent the lightsaber is on the box art. Flipping it around to the back, you can actually pause and read the bio if you would like, but we do have that I guess Grand Inquisitor artwork there, again featured pretty heavily on the back. And then of course this is number 9 in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which is kind of crazy because we got 1 through 9 very quickly for Obi-Wan. So honestly, I'm not complaining though, because I really love how quickly they pumped out figures for the show. I really loved being able to get these figures right as the show came out too, which is really incredible. Anyway, other than that, there's not a whole lot going on with the box, so let's go ahead, get this guy open, and see what he looks like. Anyway, we do have the Grand Inquisitor out of the box, and he is looking really good. This is the last Inquisitor, I believe, that we do need from the Kenobi wave. No, that is a lie. We actually do have, I believe, the 4th sister, maybe, but this is one of the bigger, I guess, Inquisitors, so it is really nice to get him finally in hand, and yeah, he looks awesome. He does have the soft goods cape, which I do love. So far, the biggest thing I'm looking at like first impressions is the cape is a little wonky. It kind of sits weird on him. Definitely, you know, it's not the end of the world. It will take some dangling to get perfect, but it's definitely a cool cape, and I do like they chose soft goods with it. But other than that, the head is just really fat. Like, he's got a fat head, and I know that's how it was in the show, but compared to how it was in Star Wars Rebels, it was just not that massively like mega mind big. And maybe I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but it is a little obnoxiously big. Anyway, let's go ahead, get him off the stand, and take a closer look. So taking a look at this figure, overall he's really cool. I do believe, no, actually no, I was going to say I do believe the legs are the Fifth Brother's legs, but no, these are brand new legs, which is awesome. Pinless look, which I do love. Both the arms and the legs are pinless. And yeah, it looks really cool. I do want to say this is a brand new mold head to toe, because at first I did think it was like reuse of the Fifth Brother, but no, this is brand new, which is nice. I do love the soft goods cape, black on one side, red on the other. I love how that came out. Biggest thing is they kind of added this weird like lip in right here, so you could actually plug the lightsaber into the storage for that. But it just makes it really weird. It makes the cape like sit weird, almost like he has a hood. And it's not the end of the world. Obviously you can mess with it to make it look good, but it's kind of weird. I don't know, it just fits weird. He also does have these really big shoulder pads here, which I do love. I love the big shoulder pads. They are a soft rubbery material, so they're not gonna break or anything like that. Anyway, taking a look at articulation, if I can get his arm to go up here. His arm is very loose at the moment. I'm not sure why that is, but his arm can go all the way up, and it can go all the way around. I'm not going to do that right now though. This little piece here is on an O-ring on the inside, which means it can spin and go with the arm, but I don't want to risk breaking the figure, so it is possible, but it's not easy to do, so I wouldn't really recommend doing it, but if you really wanted to, it is possible. Anyway, moving on with articulation, I thought this big chest piece here was going to hinder his articulation a lot, but you still got a ton of range of motion in there, which is super cool. And I did kind of skip the head, so he does have a ball joint at the bottom of the neck and the top of the head, so quite a bit of articulation there, which is nice. Elbows can get past 92, which I do love. I love when they go out of the way to make the elbows awesome. Then he does have two horizontal hinges for the wrists. Looking at the legs, he can kick very far up, can get a lot of motion with the knee, which I do love, and then he does have rockers at the ankles. So yeah, pretty solid articulation. I would say just kind of be careful around these shoulder pieces because they may bend or snap or break by accident. So yeah, just kind of be careful, be aware of that. But overall, looks pretty good. Taking a look at the lightsaber here, I do love how this lightsaber came out. It looks a lot like the Grand Inquisitor saber. They actually did fix the problem that the fifth brother had with the peg right in the middle of the saber. They actually moved it to two sides, which I guess is a little bit of an improvement because it's easier for him to hold. But I mean, I don't think they should have added any pegs at all, and I don't think they should have added the weapon storage, to be honest, because it still does get in the way. But you can pull off the blades if you'd like, and there is weapon storage behind this cape. Kind of hard to get to, but you can just peg this in right here if I can do it right. And yeah, it just kind of sits on his back there. Cape still kind of sits weird, but at least with it pegged in, it does. Yeah, even with it pegged in, it looks a lot better. But yeah, cape still falls a little weird because of it, because it kind of had to leave an opening right there. So a little weird that that's a thing, but I guess it's pretty cool. Anyway, first up for comparisons, we do have the Grand Inquisitor next to Darth Vader and the second sister. I gotta say, I love the Imperial vibe going on, and just Inquisitors in general. I'm a big Inquisitor fan, so I'll take as many Inquisitors as we can get, and I do love all of the Inquisitors together here. And then, of course, we have Darth Vader, so I just love all of the red sabers, just the Imperial vibe altogether, and so I'm totally down for pretty much anything Imperial like this, so I do love how this looks. And kind of going along with the vibe from last time, but we also do have two more Inquisitors. We have the third sister on the left and the fifth brother on the right. I'm loving the Kenobi Inquisitors here. I do love the full, like, all three of them lined up here. And I cannot wait to get more in the future because this is looking really, really good. And of course, what is an Inquisitor without a Purge Trooper? So we do have the Red Pauldron Purge Trooper on the left and the Electrostaff Gaming Grades Purge Trooper on the right. Obviously, these weren't the Purge Troopers that showed up in Kenobi specifically, but I think that either way these work, and I'm sure the Grand Inquisitor fought with these type of Purge Troopers at some point, so either way I think it works, and plus I just think they look awesome anyway, so yeah, it's really nice to get Purge Troopers next to the Grand Inquisitor. Next up, we do have the Mandalorian Stormtrooper on the left and the Black Series 1 Jack on the right. That one is from the Kenobi series. So yeah, just two more figures here that the Grand Inquisitor would have run into. Obviously Stormtroopers, but I don't know if 1 Jack, I don't think that... I don't necessarily know they ran into each other, but I do know that both of them were on the same planet during Episode 2 of Kenobi, so I figured I would show them in the comparison, and plus they are both Kenobi figures. But yeah, they're looking great all together. Definitely want to get the Grand Inquisitor here with more Stormtroopers. Continuing with the comparisons, we do actually have the only Rebels figure I own, which is Kanan on the left, and then of course Kenobi on the right. Looking great. Definitely want to put the Grand Inquisitor in some dueling poses. Unfortunately, he never really dueled Kenobi in the show, which I really would have loved to see. But he does duel he does duel Kanan and Ezra in Rebels, so that would be pretty cool to get. But either way, I love the Grand Inquisitor, and I really wish we got to see more of him in Rebels before he died. But yeah, either way, I just like posing him with some Jedi. And then last up for comparisons, just for grins and giggles, we do have the Grand Inquisitor next to the Emperor. Like I said, I really love anything Imperial, and I do love the whole Inquisitor vibe that's going on, so he will make a great addition to my Empire setup. Anyway, overall, I do really love this figure. I love the pinless look with the amazing articulation. It came out really, really good. And I do love the soft goods cape. Unfortunately, it does kind of sit a little weird, and that's because they had to add in like a little loop for you to be able to store the weapon on the back. Now, I think this is a cool feature, but it just kind of takes away from the flowiness and the look of the cape. But, overall, it's not a huge deal, and I do think it still poses great as long as you mess around and finagle with it a little bit. You can get it looking pretty good. So overall, I do really love the figure. Unfortunately, the head is just a little big, but that's not Hasbro's fault. That's Kenobi's fault because he actually looked like that in the show. So I'm not going to take off any points for that either. So overall, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. There is not a ton wrong that I could really see with this figure, and honestly, I'm just really happy we're getting it. I didn't think we'd be getting any Rebels figures anymore, and of course this is a Kenobi figure, but the character originated from Rebels, so I'm just really happy to see it in the line. And so yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5, but comment down below what you guys think, and thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go out and check out all the other reviews on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.